Hello once again, and welcome to another episode of The Facts of Life, a continuing series where we explore the ideas and the philosophies that best govern human life. Today, the culture of individualism, that culture that made this nation so great. Well, that culture and the liberties that made America the great country it is has become under a rather grievous assault these days. Our great American values are endangered by the political and social philosophy of collectivism. The concepts behind collectivism are woefully misguided. Our liberty to freely express ourselves and make our own choices about how we want to live our lives is under attack these days by left-wing collectivist ideologues. Our opportunities to earn profit from our labor and prosper according to our merit are now truly, seriously endangered. The natural rights outlined for us in our glorious Declaration of Independence and Constitution are now in danger of being eliminated and replaced by progressive equality and wokeness and politically correct PC idiocies. Some are truly insane. The religious traditions and individualist political philosophy that has protected liberty, fostered America's traditional culture and ways of thinking, as well as the prosperity we enjoy today, is in serious jeopardy. If things continue as they have been, the traditional safeguards that have protected our liberty and our American way of life may well be discarded and replaced by the speculative ideas and policies of modern-day liberal social philosophy. Their dismissal of our wisdom traditions, along with their ignorance about how life works, and their utterly delusional ideas about happiness, liberty, and freedom are dangerous in the extreme, and they will prove ruinous if enacted into law. The speculative ideas of progressives and their collectivist political agendas, when enacted into law, have always wrought oppression, tyranny, and ruin. A prime example is their anti-poverty programs begun in the 1960s We have expended over $5 trillion in this effort, with $3.5 trillion of it being expended on government employees overseeing the government's distributions. The result has been the continual growth of government agencies, more poverty than there was in the 50s and 60s, and sadly, it has resulted in the demonization and destruction of the most important building block of civilized society, the traditional nuclear family. The destruction of family is just so devastating for those that have suffered from it. Men have been deprived of the dignity they acquire in their traditional roles as father and husband. Without the dignity men get as supporter of their family, they are always gravely diminished, both morally and spiritually. Along with the diminishment of men, many would-be wives and mothers are incentivized to marry the state instead of marrying a man. Married to the state, they become wards of the state, subject to the control of bureaucratic rules and regulations, enforcing on them a type of modern-day slavery. It's just so disheartening to witness the tragic consequences of these misguided programs. Any honest heart must bleed for those of our fellow Americans who have suffered because of this. Sadly, the sympathies and pities that lie behind these governmental policies present a rather seductive allure. Progressive liberal politicians offer us their open-hearted compassion. They say their policies will uplift the downtrodden and oppressed by guaranteeing everyone equality in everything. They offer freedom from want to everyone. They say they will punish our capitalist oppressors and give the poor among us the wealth they have been so wrongfully deprived of. They simply confiscate the wealth from those they deem overly rich and redistribute it to those who have less. They say they will protect us from danger, especially ideas they deem dangerous, and that they will provide for all of our needs. They say their wealth redistribution schemes will give us much more than we have now. Who in want, or anyone for that matter, wouldn't want to be a part of the grand utopian future they envision for all of us? However fashionable and alluring liberalism's ideas may be, they must be defeated if we are to save our great nation, our own native land from disaster. We can be victorious in the battle of philosophies and ideas. We need only rely on reason. The evidence of the disastrous effects of progressive, socialist, collectivist, Marxist policies is abundantly apparent. One need only look at the USSR, Communist China, Cuba, Venezuela, and the rest. To say nothing of the truly awful effects that these policies have had here in America. Today, possibly more than ever, we need people of high character to stand up for the truths that have been revealed to us over time. We need sober and thoughtful people, armed with reason and truth, to expose the theoretical speculations of liberal ideologies of today and call them out for what they truly are: the wolf in sheep's clothing. In order to oppose them most effectively, we will need the services of the forceful orations of all the truth-talking, spiritually minded humanitarians that we can muster. We need all liberty-loving individualists to band together in this effort. In the end, I believe we will be successful. History tells us that many in the past, Jesus and Socrates and Cato and so many, many more, they have prevailed in their struggles to defend and protect truth and human liberty. They succeeded by proclaiming for truth and using virtue and the wise moral principles that have been bestowed on us by our Creator, God Almighty. Moreover, the evolutionary arc of history has always been upward toward more virtue, more prosperity, and more civilized life. So, as for me, even in the face of liberalism's assaults, I still harbor high hopes for you and our families and the future of our great land, America. Oh, I love America. I love liberty. Let's speak the truth about it and defeat these fools. Well, that's it for today. Let's keep up the good fight. Hey, goodbye for now.